This is a Things to Debate series, and this one's going to be on why do we separate government into 30 sectors? Why not two? Why not five? Why not 10 or 15 or 20? Why not even 100? Well, I spent a lot of time on separating it down to 30, and I think I properly did it. But there's going to be obviously there's a lot of debate on, well, it should have been 5 or 20 or why not 50. I have my reasons on all of it. I can talk about it. So anyway, um, let's just go through some of the issues people would debate about what we should do here. The charity system, we got five. Should it be moved down to two or three? Probably could be, but I think five is probably the best. If we separate it even further, I think it gets to be too small, and we're going to have too much problems there. Foreign protection system, I have it five. Diplomats, the commanders, the corporations, the military capability system, the funding mechanism, and the military authorization agencies. So could it be further? For sure, it could. Could it be condensed down into two or three? It could be, but I think this is probably the best. Even if we condense it down to two or three, I think the ones that we condense it down to would have these separations inherent in the government, because right now there's separation in the current government between the commanders, the officers, and the enlisted. So it's going to be it would be similar if we condensed it down, but I have it separated out because I think we need to have a complete separation of governments doing each one. A violent crime mitigation system, definition of violent crime, the law enforcement people themselves, law enforcement authorization agency to authorize people with inherent government power, the court system, and then the prison system. Sure, it could be separated even further, but I wouldn't want to separate it any further than this. That's 15 of the 30. Let's look at the other 15. We got healthcare. Actually, you got to split healthcare into two. It could be one. People could make a good argument about it being one, but I want one to be more of the medicines and the healthcare equipment, then one being the doctors and the like. I have banking under two. One doing financial stuff that's this general financial stuff, and then one specifically for banking. So we separate those two out. Insurance is a separate one. Insurance is going to take care of Social Security and all the life insurance and health insurance and all the car insurance and all the different insurances out there. So they have a big job. It's within the current government's responsibility right now, and that's going to be a big sector for sure. It's going to be an important sector. Might not be one of the most popular sectors for people to debate, but it's going to be out there. The food sector, the education, obviously, I like those having separate. Manufacturing, that's going to be wide variety of things. Human resources, HR, and sales, so that's going to be taxing and like. Businesses, oh, I did that. Identity, personal and business, that's going to be your ID card. That's going to be your records. That's going to be a lot of different things. And this sector is going to make sure you are a member in a CRA in every one of the sectors, a competitive governance in every one of the 30 sectors. So that's going to be a highly important. That's going to be your lifeline into, or your access point into all the other sectors. Environmental, that's just a simple environmental. Work safety and disability, that's going to be a catch-all sector for anything you don't see here. Is most likely going to be in that work safety and disability. Transportation, the roads and the canals and different things, planes, that's going to be regulating them. Media and communication, that's another catch-all sector where if it doesn't fit in neatly into the other sectors, it's probably going to be in that one. The land and water, who owns what? They're going to have to work closely with environmental. Could that be combined with the environmental? I think it should be separated. But people could debate whether or not these things could be combined, or hey, we need even greater separation. But we're going to have a complete government in each one of these, and then competitive governments within each sector. So separating it even more causes problems as well. Until the next video.